drink a bottle of wine, and we're gonna have a good time. I think I drank too much. I have to drink every time. I am obsessed. I did finish my whole bottle though. This is empty. I don't really understand. I think I'm gonna be dead at the end. Cheers. What's up everyone? Today I have a super fun video idea. I know that so many of you have said that you love when I'm like tipsy in my videos or drinking in my videos. And so today you're going to get that content. So you probably know about all of those like drink if games that you play when you like watch a movie or play a game with somebody. So I decided that I wanted to do a drink if but bookish edition. How this is going to work is I actually asked two of my friends to come up with drink if questions because I'm focusing on one specific book. In this video, I'm going to be reading Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. While I'm reading this book, I am going to be drinking throughout this book. I got this sangria at Walmart. This is 13.9% alcohol, so this whole bottle should get me, you know, feeling pretty good. And so I'm going to be pouring myself a glass and I'm going to be starting with the first page of the book. And then I have 10 drink if rules that were sent to me by Jessie from Reading with Jess. She has a channel over here. I asked for her help, and then I also asked for the help from one of my friends, Erin. I knew that both of them have already read Rock, Paper, Scissors, but I wanted to get some really good, like detailed questions, but without spoilers. So I feel like it definitely works really well if you ask someone that's already read the book, whereas, you know, I would just have to do vague things if I didn't read the book. So these are the 10 drink if questions or actions, I don't know what to call them, for Rock, Paper, Scissors. I have to drink every time I read a letter, which also I believe is an anniversary from what they've been telling me. I have to drink every time someone leaves the chapel to go outside. I have to drink 2 drinks every time the title of the book comes up. So I guess take 2 sips is what that means. I have to drink every time the POV changes. I have to drink anytime something spooky happens. I have to finish my glass when a plot twist happens. Every time my own theory is wrong or I change my mind, I have to switch to a different drink and take a drink. I have to drink every time the weather is mentioned. I have to drink every time there is a dog in a scene. And lastly, I have to chug the rest of the bottle if I rate it 4 or 5 stars. So this sounds super, super fun. I hope you all are ready to spend the rest of the night with me because we gotta get this done tonight. So we're going to read Rock, Paper, Scissors. We're going to drink a bottle of wine and we're gonna have a good time. I honestly don't even really know what this book is about, so I'm going to read the synopsis really quick. Think you know the person you married? Think again. Things have been wrong with Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. Every anniversary, the couple exchange traditional gifts: paper, cotton, pottery, tin. And each year, Adam's wife writes him a letter that she never lets him read. Oh, that's why they said a letter. Until now, self-confessed workaholic and screenwriter Adam Wright has lived with face blindness his whole life. He can't recognize friends or family or even his own wife. And Amelia is sick of feeling unseen. That's really sad. Do I need a drink if I cry? When Adam and Amelia win a weekend away to Scotland, it might be just what their marriage needs. They both know this weekend will make or break their relationship, but they didn't randomly win this trip. One of them is lying, and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, and an anniversary they will never forget. I love domestic thrillers, and I really like that this is like about a married couple. And wow, this is actually pretty short. It's like 289 pages. And Alice Feeney is one of my favorite authors, I think I should say, because I have really, well, I loved her first book, Sometimes I Lie. Her second book, You Know Who You Are, I rated 4 stars. I didn't really like His and Hers, but I am hoping to like Rock, Paper, Scissors. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pour my first drink and we're gonna get, wow, that smells really good. I should have bought 2 of these. And we're going to get into this video. That looks delicious. Oh my gosh, and it's super cold because I had it in the freezer. I'm probably going to listen to this on audio. Okay, unfortunately, I could not find the audiobook. I mean, I could pay for it, but I don't want to pay for the audiobook, and it's still on hold on Libby. So I'm just going to have to read it. All right, we're starting on, page 1 with Amelia. Here we go. I'm gonna have to keep the rules up for me to remember. Oh my gosh, I'm literally on the first page and it says, the snow is falling faster now. It's like driving in a whiteout, and I am supposed to drink every time the weather is mentioned. That is delicious. I really like this quote. It says, marriages don't fail, people do. That's why they said for me to drink when the title of the book is said. It says, by the time he was 21, he'd sold the rights to his first screenplay. Rock, Paper, Scissors has never made it beyond development. Cheers. I don't think 1 bottle is enough for this. I think I'm gonna be dead at the end. Okay, I just got to dogs. Does it say a dog? I gotta look. Drink every time the dog is in a scene. Okay, I don't think that this counts. It's talking about how she actually works at a dog's home. So she's just talking about her love of dogs right now. Talking about the wind blowing them off course. Maybe I should take tinier sips. It is such a mood right now, reading this book and sitting here by my fake fireplace. That fake fireplace, oh my gosh. I am loving this right now. Maybe the alcohol's already hitting, I don't know. Just ignore that, that's my washing machine. But I can see why they said drink for the weather, because there is a lot of weather in this book. The snow is relentless now, and there have been nothing but the dark outlines of mountains for miles. I'm gonna have to fill up soon. This is my first glass. I'm on page 7. This bottle is not going to last me. There's the chapel they're talking about. And we're on to Adam, which means I have to drink anytime the POV changes. Okay, here we go. Adam. I look at the dog for moral support, but Bob is too busy trying to eat snowflakes as they fall from the sky. Do I have to take 2 drinks? Time to fill her on up. Whew, that last sip was strong. Glass number 2. I'm already halfway through the bottle. I'm like 11 pages in. Oh man. Whoa! Shoot, I also forgot I didn't get my steps in today. So I'm gonna have to get those. So I'm probably gonna have to like walk in place while I read this and drink at the same time. Let's hope I don't fall down on my butt. I should probably do that now before I get too drunk and forget to actually get my steps in. I made it to my first letter. That means I have to drink. Cheers. I'm also almost at my steps. Ooh. Okay, so Adele just released her new single called Easy on Me. It is so incredibly good, you guys. Like, she has a new album coming out on November 19th, and I am a pretty big fan of Adele. Like, not as big as I am of Taylor Swift, but as I get older, I appreciate Adele's music more. Plus, I love singing to Adele's music. Like, I just feel like her voice and like, oh, it is so incredibly good. So I had to watch the full music video of this, even though I'm supposed to be reading, but it is so good. So definitely check it out if you haven't yet. I am obsessed with that song, obsessed. Okay, so I am giving extra brownie points to rock, paper, scissors because of the, I can't think of the word, but like the representation of IVF in this book. I really like it. I really like that it's talked about, and I feel that I can relate to, even though I haven't gone through IVF yet, I feel like I can relate to what is being talked about. So let me just read a little excerpt. Oh, those were my headphones, whoops. Okay, so like I am not giving spoilers in this video, so, and I'm trying to keep the synopsis like pretty vague, so that's why I'm not like updating you all on everything that's happening, because I know a lot of people are interested in reading this book, and honestly I'm a little afraid of giving away something like while I'm drinking, so I'm keeping it to like this much, you know. I love how like she's talking about how they tried to get pregnant, they weren't able to get pregnant, so they had to wait a bunch of months in order to like get referred to a clinic. She was like, I know you found the appointments difficult. I'm sure stepping into a private room, being able to lock the door, choose some porn to look at and jerk off into a sample pot must be very stressful. Sorry, I don't wish to belittle your experience, but I think most right-minded people would agree that your contribution to this process was less dramatic, albeit still psychologically invasive. I've had to spread my legs, sometimes for a room full of doctors and nurses, and let them put metal instruments in my body. Yes. The same strangers have seen me naked, scanned me, felt me, touched me. Some of them even put their hands inside of me. I have been tested, repeatedly stuck with needles, pumped full of drugs, put to sleep, and operated on. I've had my eggs harvested, pissed blood for days afterward, and couldn't stand, let alone walk, due to crippling pain after a bungled operation. But we got through it together. You said everything would be okay. You promised, and I believed you. After all, other people have children. People we know, people we don't. They make it look so easy. Some of them even get pregnant by accident. They don't even have to try. Some of them kill the children growing inside of them because they didn't want them in the first place. Some people we know didn't want to have children but had them anyway because they could, because everyone else does. Everyone except us. That's how it feels, as though we are the only couple in history that this has happened to. Sometimes it's even worse than that. It feels as if I am alone in the world and that you are the one who abandoned me. I wanted a baby so badly that it physically hurt. Then today, at our first appointment, after our second and possibly final round of IVF, you weren't there. That's as far as I got so far, but I love that part. Like, I think I need to like post it somewhere so that way I remember it. Like, of all the books that I've read, Colleen Hoover, like All Your Perfects, that book made me pull my eyes out, but I really, really love this part that like says exactly like just what it feels like to be a woman going through IVF compared to like a man going through IVF. And like I said, although I haven't been exactly through IVF yet, I've done IUIs, I've done all of the fertility procedures, and so it still relates to me, and I really, really love that part. That is on page 113. Super, super good. Already I'm giving Alice Feeney extra points for including that because that's gold. That hits me. Okay, so there is so much, there's like, I don't know how to explain it. There is a lot going on in this book, but also not a lot going on in this book. So like, in order for me to explain it, there's not a lot going on in this book. It's pretty much a married couple that had infertility, that is kind of struggling over their marriage problems, and they go on this like trip to Scotland that supposedly the wife won, but apparently she didn't. I don't know what that's about yet. A lot of the book is like back and forth between POVs, someone named Robin, which I don't even know who that is yet, unless I totally like missed it while I was drinking, I don't know. Amelia and Adam, they're the married couple. And Amelia writes her husband a letter like every anniversary, but doesn't give it to him. So it's like, it's almost like a letter with like all of her true thoughts. And we get to read those letters. Like, we're reading those letters like throughout the book. But what's crazy to me is that like they took a trip to Scotland, and they're like in this chapel thing, not a hotel or anything, and so it kind of has these like very atmospheric, like creepy vibes to it. But it's weird because like it's setting it up as if, you know, like the husband and wife have secrets from each other, so you know there's that. But like I feel like that is definitely not what is happening. But for instance, this is what Adam said about his wife. He was like, there are so many things I can't tell her, a bit like the sleeping pills I sometimes pop into our hot drinks before bedtime. Things she doesn't need to know. It was me who turned the power off when she was down in the crypt earlier. She doesn't understand fuse boxes. All I had to do was flick a switch and drop the trapdoor. I forgot about the generator outside, but I've turned that off now too, and won't be getting power back. And we won't be getting power back anytime soon. So it's like, I don't really understand. I don't know if it's the alcohol speaking or what, but like, I don't understand why he would turn off the generator and the electric and stuff and like try and freak his wife out. Do you know? I don't know. I'm almost halfway, and it is 11:30. My husband went to bed a while ago because he has to be up at like 5:30 in the morning. So I'm just chilling by my Netflix fireplace, and there's Graham. Sorry for the mess. I was organizing our closet today, and all of that shit needs to go in a storage shed. We're gonna buy a shed for the backyard because it's like fall stuff, or like that's the bin that the fall stuff was in, like a cooler, Christmas stuff, hope chest, baby stuff, like inflatable junk that is going in the trash. Yeah, so that's what that is. But I don't know. Oh, there he is. There's Graham. Hi, Graham. He's getting groomed tomorrow. He's getting his very first professional grooming. Yeah. Also, I love the YouTube fireplaces. They are just so beautiful. So I am on page, yeah, 126. So I'm gonna keep reading. Oh, and this is my last glass. I know it's been like, I mean, it's been actually a decent amount of hours because Alvin came home and I was talking to him and I didn't film that part, but like, I might have to open an actual another drink. Call me an alcoholic. It is officially 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. The next time I decide to do a video like this, I need to start it at like 2 in the afternoon. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm at page 199. So I'm almost getting there. According to my audiobook, which I think I forgot to tell you guys, but I did have a free credit on Libro FM, so I did download Rock, Paper, Scissors on Libro FM, and that's what I've been listening to. It says I have an hour and 8 minutes left, which means I'm gonna be up until 2 o'clock. Blah. I just hope I can finish this. Otherwise, I feel like if I don't finish this, I feel like I'm gonna be like a failure to you all. Like, this is gonna be like, you know, my first drinking video failure. I did finish my whole bottle though. This is empty. So, the last 100 pages, I'm just going with my tipsiness already. Next time I need to pick not a sugary drink though, because I'm feeling like easy on me, baby. Feel me all around me. I am so sorry, but I am not going to be able to finish the book tonight. It is 1:36 in the morning, and I still have 41 minutes left, and I think I drank too much. Unfortunately, this video is a bust in my head because I really wanted to be able to give my last thoughts, but I feel like I haven't been able to comprehend anything in the last like 30 minutes because I'm like so tired. So I will finish the book another day in the morning, maybe, I don't know, another day after I get some sleep, and then I will update you on my final thoughts. Spoiler alert though, it is not that great in my opinion, so kids, don't try this out. Oh, okay, so my head is killing me. I'm about to take some Tylenol, and I just brewed some espresso tea from David's Tea. So it's like black tea and espresso all together. Was so, I don't even know if I remember all of last night. So number one, my mistake I think is I was drinking sangria, which is very, very, very sweet. Next time, I think I'm definitely going to drink something that is not as sweet. So I think Prosecco would be a really good choice. I think maybe next time I should do Prosecco, or maybe I should even do red wine. I don't know, but like I felt so sick last night. I am surprised I did not throw up. I also need to start it earlier because it was really, really hard for me to stay up that late, and I'm pretty sure I fell asleep on camera. So I do have some time before going to take Graham to the grooming today, and then I have to be at work. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the rest of the book. I'm sorry that Obviously this video isn't going exactly the way that I had planned. I thought I was going to finish the book in the exact same footage, you know, of me being like tipsy, and then I would be able to try and explain my thoughts while tipsy, but obviously that did not work out. If you like this video, I will try and do more of them in the future, and I promise that I will start it earlier and I will get all of the footage in one evening. I think I have like 50 minutes of the audiobook left, maybe, I don't know, like 60-ish pages of the book. I'll have to check, but I know I'm gonna have to go back and reread some of the stuff that I just was not comprehending at that time of night. I also still agree though with like last night, I felt like I wasn't super into the book. Still feel like this book kind of reminds me of like Riley Sager's books. I just don't think that I'm going to end up loving this one in the end. A lot of people say that last twist is really good, which I have not gotten to, but it just kind of feels like, it just doesn't feel like her, it feels a lot like her second, or her third book, I should say. It feels a lot like His and Hers, or, you know, Lock Every Door, Home Before Dark, Turn the Key. Like, those are all books that I don't love. By the way, I know I've told you guys before, but oat milk is the way to go. This looks delicious. Okay, let's go and finish reading. Maybe I should play the drink if game with my coffee now. Just kidding. So I ended up going back, like, I pretty much started almost back at the halfway point just because I wanted to make sure that I hadn't missed anything, especially since everyone talks about the big twist, and since I'm feeling just kind of so-so on this book, I wanted to make sure it wasn't my fault for not knowing what was going on. So I can give you all a little bit better of a synopsis. So we have a married couple. They go on this like trip that they won to Scotland, and it's this chapel in the middle of nowhere, like in a snowstorm. Their dog goes missing. So they're looking for their dog, and they find this cottage. Well, Adam, the guy who has face blindness, like, he sees this cottage with this woman inside of it, but obviously, like, he can't recognize people, so like he doesn't know who it is. He just sees her like holding a rabbit, and he thinks that she's a witch. Yeah, whatever. But now he's going back and talking about how like someone back in the day like killed his mom, and he didn't even know like who that was because obviously of his face blindness. But I just want to say that I have a theory, and I just wonder if this lady in the cottage is his mom. I'm just throwing that out there right now because I just wonder. I don't know if I'm gonna be right, but still, I wonder. So that's where I am right now, where like, I guess we're trying to figure out who this creepy person is. Supposedly she took their dog, but this feels a lot more like a mystery, you know, slow burn, very atmospheric. I don't feel the like sense of like, oh, I can't wait to find out what happens, because nothing really is happening. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got to the big twist everyone's been talking about. I'm on page like 244. So like the twist was on like 242 or whatever. I just finished the rest of the chapter. I mean, sure, like I don't try and guess books, so obviously like the twist, I was like, oh, okay, that makes some sense now. But it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like I've been wanting to know this for forever and I can't believe that this is what it is. Like, that's not how I feel. I honestly don't have much of the book left at all. I think I have like, I don't know, I have like this much, like 20 pages left maybe. And I am so bored. I'm sorry, like so incredibly bored. Like, honestly, nothing has happened in this book. I mean, nothing has happened. And even the storyline is boring to me. Like, I don't care about Adam being an author or being a screenwriter or working with this guy Henry to like readapt his books. Like, I don't care about any of it. I finally finished Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't understand your ratings. I don't understand all of the 5-star ratings that this has been given because I don't like this book. I am only gonna be giving it 2 stars. Oh my gosh, like, I guess I might have to write off Alice Feeney from now on, I'm not sure. Okay, so the things that I liked about this book, I loved the IVF representation. Favorite part of the book, one of my favorite passages in a book of all time. I did enjoy some of the atmospheric writing in the beginning. I felt like it definitely had a spooky vibe to it. And I do think that Alice was really good at writing the, like, you know, snowiness of it. I really felt like I was snowed in, like at a chapel in the middle of nowhere. Love that part. What I don't like is literally the whole rest of the book. I feel like this book is about nothing. Like, the synopsis of this book is literally nothing. Change my mind, like, there is no storyline to this book. And the shocking twist that everyone was talking about, I either just cared not one bit about any of the characters, which, I mean, none of them are likable, but even though, like I said, like, it's not like I was like guessing it or trying to guess it, but I was just like, okay, so that's what everyone was talking about? Like, I don't care. Don't care. Literally. And then the ending, how unrealistic is this ending? I wish I could say what I was talking about, but why would no one, okay, so you go back home to your life, and you're telling me no one would notice? You're telling me that it was normal to just going back and living the way that you did? No, no, no. Sorry, 2 stars because of how boring it was. Oh my gosh, it was so boring. There were so many times that I like scrolled back, re-listened to parts, made sure I knew what was going on, because I was like, I must be missing something. Like, I must be missing something. Nope. It's so much like dialogue about nothing and story about nothing. Oh my gosh, really terrible. Sorry, I do not recommend. Definitely one of the worst thrillers I have read this year. And yeah, it's, that is my thoughts about it. So even though I already drank the whole entire bottle last night, I wouldn't have rated it 4 or 5 stars, so I wouldn't have had to chug a second bottle. So we're good, we're good. Hope you all liked the idea of this video, even though I couldn't fully, you know, get the book read while I was drinking. But I promise if you like this, I will definitely try it again, and I will try and be able to give you my thoughts while still under the influence of alcohol. So that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye, everyone.